Hello and welcome. Name's Derek. I sell physical media on eBay. Make videos about that stuff. This is a source video. Stop the music. Don't warm me out. I'm in my 20s anymore. So I just went down to the miscellaneous barn. I saw on the Facebook there. Here's a video. We are going to go on a ride. I just got off Route 2, which is right there. About 10 minutes that way, and I can get back home. This is the backside of Paynesville. And back where it's called the miscellaneous barn. I've been there a few times. Many times throughout the years. Well, it's just another one of those you have to type in if you are one of those sellers who venture out and go to stores and such. Look up thrift stores, look up flea markets, look up secondhand, using those exact words, and start finding these little driving hint. If you aim your wheels for the center line or where the rear road is less worn at, that'll be less abuse. All right. But find those offshoot stores that are way up in the cut. When I'm saying this is up in the cut, so this stop sign, I'm going to go left. And it is a fairly go down steep hill. But you got to pull all the way up to the stop sign. Hear that little? I think the engine in this thing is a 1.8. You got the good coils, the good plugs, the ruthenium plugs, and all that good stuff in it. Cold air intake. Gets 35 miles a gallon now. All right, here we are, miscellaneous barn. And it's me and one other, and then there's parking on the end of the building, that silver SUV. And usually there's no one right there, so I will walk in and I will record. Okay, so there's a few other people here. Turn that off, grab that, grab a bag, grab my coffee. This is back into Paynesville. Those shelves have been outside for a while, a couple months now. So this is a store I get to every couple months, and if he's not playing music, I'll give a generic tour. The owner collects bikes. So it's all the way down there. All that. Way in the back where the light is. There's a whole other section which is all furniture. We have, who's that, Mike Oldfield? So he has the electronics and stuff. And they have different things that come in all the time. This is the place where I got that whole bunch of remotes at, but it was back in the half off room. Some nice amps, a nice Denon amp. And this, CDs. I'll dig stuff up from behind here. Some more cassettes, DVDs, some more cassettes. All right. Oh, nice Nakamichi. Uh-oh. It's an amp. I'll look that one up. That he was doing a 20% off today and up to Valentine's Day or the day after. So it was, the total ended up being 20 something, 20, 30, however he did it. 3, 4, 7, 20. So, and then I gave him 21, told him to keep the change, and then I picked up these watches when I first got there. And he forgot to ring me up for him, so I just paid him a couple extra bucks. And then he gave me the 20% off everything that way. That's how we worked that out. But, so 20 bucks for what I have here. It's not a whole lot. That store, as you can see from the video, there's a whole other section at the right of the light that's on the ceiling. There's a whole other section that's about as big as what you saw while I was panning the camera. And there's a whole other section about half that size as well. So he's doing a whole lot of rearranging there. But I managed to get at least a few things that will compensate for my time there. I'm going to go with the first one. So this will be out of the way. This whole bag of like stereo manuals and stuff. So it's $3 for the bag. All right. So this manual, I don't know what any of them are. This manual here for a VCR DVD deck for a Panasonic, the better one of them. So if somebody wants to complete that manual might be 15, 20 bucks. This is I don't know what that goes to. A Pioneer Sound Vision Soul operating instructions. I'm going to guess for a plasma display, plasma TV. Owner's manual for a color television. Old looking, might be Magnavox, because Magnavox and Zenith had those ones with these real tall speakers. A JVC VCR, a Sony DVD player, Magnavox DVD 13-inch TV, Sony cassette, boombox, a JVC CD player, automatic changer, one for the amp, 800. That was a big amp. One for this cassette player, this Onkyo, looks like an amp, tuner amplifier. This amp again, system receiver. A barcode programming thing. Huh. This is for printed in Japan. I don't know what that's for. How to operate a barcode scanner. Interesting. A JVC old color TV. And something else here. So $3 for that whole stack of little manuals. I'm sure there's some money in there somewhere. All right. These up here. Another little book that I got in memory of Father John Peter Kusiak. 1915 to 1981. Hinckley. So that's Hinckley Ledges. Medina. Medina County is not too far from. Might even be there. But this is called Waters from the Fountain of the Precious Blood. So here we go. All right, congregation. So these are coming up $50 to $70 just using by Sisters Adorers of His Precious Blood, something like that. And nothing for that. I mean, I wouldn't suspect. This might be just one of those, it's just a small enough a book. I just listen, just put it in a box and wait. $1,000. Blood. 225 books. About $30. Sisters Adores Most Precious Blood, the Precious Blood. Okay, so it could be like $30 to $40. Not a loss. Take a while, but not a loss. Our Lady Fantima. So I got 2 of these, and I believe I have sold 2 before. Different colors. We're going to go Lady in Red Fantima, or You're My Lady. Lady Fantima Prayers. If I type in book. So these are $25 for this kind of brownish colored one. I'm not seeing any blue. So I might put the 2 together for like $50. This right here, this Scion PS. I don't know what that reads with these circles and dashes, but PSION, Scion Series 3. This is what this is actually in, well, I guess not since it closed out. PSION Series 3. So I have the link manual, the little handheld programming manual, the user guide, and the link for the Macintosh manual. So this is old computer hardware. And the guide. There we go. Handheld, palm top, guide, manual. Only 6 come up on results. With manual, all kinds of stuff is over $70. This with the box is $130. Somebody's going to want a little stack of manuals for their system that they find loose, like this one right here. Somebody's going to stack of manuals for $40. Gary Howie. It's a gatefold. Had no idea. Scanned it. Saw that it came up around $20. Hit the sold button. 2 have sold for $30 and 25 used. Well, the 25 used is signed. This one is not signed. So is it still $20? Likely. That's only like $10. It's like $12. All right, this Tchaikovsky, Sleeping Beauty. I think it's like 15. For 12. So I would have paid 80 cents. Less than $1 after tax. So these little things like that, I'm just getting because it's there. Because there's not a whole lot when I'm there. And I actually found some cassettes in here as well. This, I did look this up and had it on London Records, because that's what it's called. On London Records, and nothing came up. But Cleveland Orchestra sells quite well. So I'll have to type these in and see what all comes up. If at anything, it's a $10 CD. If at anything, it's 20 plus. So I got 3 Shirley Bassey cassettes. I think one came up. The other one's the exact type of style did not, or graphic. So I just got all of them. And I could put 3 Shirley Bassey cassettes together for $30. And then this is the Rankins. It's like $20 cassette. Might be a little less. Mac Davis, right? I just sold that Mac Davis CD set a couple days ago for $72. This is not that, but it's still like a $12, $15 cassette. So cassettes are 2 for $1. So they're going to be 40 cents each, 45 cents after tax. Less than that with a discount as well. So these blanks, well, not blanks. All right. This is the Knights of Columbus Rosary. So I typed it in and I didn't see any cassettes anywhere. And it's very, very exact, very esoteric for what it is. So I figure if anybody, if for me to pay 50 cents for this and list it for 15, 20 bucks, I'm not on anything. I don't know if it'll ever sell, but it's just one of those, I'll pay 50 cents, see what happens. These right here are recordable cassettes. This is a UHD 2 or a Type 2. So I will buy used, preferably, well, some new Type 1s, but Type 2s, new or used. So I was getting them cheap enough. So this will go in a lot eventually when I have a handful, enough to fill up like one of the carry boxes, which I could find for a couple bucks. Probably should have bought, he had a couple of them there. Probably should have got one. I don't have enough to put in a lot anyhow, but I'll put like 30 in a lot. But that's just a good Type 2. So I'll lot up a bunch of Type 2. I mean, likely to get your money back and maybe make a couple bucks each because they're used. But there is maybe, so this is a Max L, XL2. These are very, fairly commons. I don't think that this one was Japan. This one is the one that's Japan. Oh, so this is the one I scanned, right? Because you're not going to see a whole lot of really, really well-made cassettes. Extended range, low noise, high output. Higher cassette mechanism, right? So not all used will I scan these. But these come up just on scan. About 25 bucks, 26 bucks brand new. Pre-owned is 16. Oops. Pre-owned with this that has Billy Ray. Oh, my heart. My achy breaky heart. In this Fuji FR. Fuji FR. II 90. 37. Open. No anything, so we're about 15 bucks. 15-ish new. So no, that's going to be an older one. Is it Japan? Yeah, Japan. So that's going to help narrow it down a little. No. Japan. I'm going to narrow it down a whole lot. But here we go. That's a super. But this is going to be an older vintage one, which is ones that people want. So for me to get that for 40 cents so I can add it to that Type 2 kitty, then so be it. All right. So I brought my magnifying glass because I have this watch. And this is a Jules Jurgensen 4434. I doubt it's going to come up. I mean, they do. Not for a whole lot. I mean, 70 bucks. I mean, I might be able to get 40 or 50 for it. The plastic face, but and then this other one is a Timex. Made in Great Britain. Timex. Great Britain watch. 106 come up. So I had the guy who I sold my other watches to. I'll keep a lookout for ones that he might buy. So for the money that I'll get, I'll make money on these. I'll just accrue a handful more, contact him in the spring or summer. That has a harsh rattle. All right. So, and this I'll use that for whatever. So that's that, $20, whatever. I'm not gonna, because there's so many little mixed odds and ends. But for the $20, I'm sure it's $300 of stuff. Or being gone 2.5 hours, 3 hours. Wraps that one up. Like what you heard, what you saw, what you learned. I'll go with the old PC manual stuff. Actually, any of those manuals. Old manuals. The older, the better, I guess, especially if it's for a lot of like audio equipment and video equipment and stuff. But pick up manuals, or at least look up manuals in regards to old PC programs, PC hardware, peripherals. You never know when someone's going to want that one manual. And if you have it online where it's able to reach millions and millions and millions of eyeballs, someone come around and give you $20 for that 50-cent manual, right? Let me think you're going up. Comment down below. Subscribe, share. Those are all free. They help me, help you. We're helping everybody here. Appreciate it.